Hello and welcome to LIS, Learn Italian Songs, Learn Italian with Songs. I am Pietro and this is the channel where we take famous Italian songs and we translate the lyrics almost word by word. Now, the other night I went to a concert in a small town close to my place where every autumn there is a jazz festival, and that festival is called Jazz and Wine of Peace. Why is it called Jazz and Wine of Peace? Well, because my region is a wine region. There are 20 regions in Italy, and I think that 20 of them are wine regions. My area is especially known for white wines. Now, I'm not a wine person, so my knowledge of wine is very, very limited. I know that there are some great red wines in my region, but it's more widely known for its white wines. In this jazz festival, you have the main concert at the town theater, and then you have various smaller concerts in wineries, wine bars, or even at winemakers' cellars. Those are more intimate concerts, usually because the space is smaller. In fact, the concert that I saw a few nights ago was the concert of a quite unconventional duo. This duo was composed by a singer and a double bass player. The duo was called Dos, which is the Spanish word for two, and it was made by Eleonora Bianchini, who is the singer, and Enzo Pietropaoli, who is the double bass player. Now, given the nature of this duo, all tunes tended to be slower and, of course, more empty than the originals. They played some Italian songs, and when introducing the song by the songwriter that we are going to talk about today, they asked, "Does anybody in the room know Lucio Battisti?" And everybody chuckled or even laughed because, of course, we Italians all know Lucio Battisti. In fact, I've already done a video for a song by Lucio Battisti, and you can check it out here or here. Now, when I came home from that concert, I really wanted to go back to the basics and do a song with only bass and voice myself. So here you have my version of another song by Lucio Battisti. Lucio Battisti wrote the music, while Mogol, which is the pen name for Giulio Rapetti, wrote the lyrics. The title of the song is Per una lira, and it means for 1 lira, and liras were the old currency that Italy had before the euro. And this song was, I think, originally written in the early 60s, and then it was published only in the mid or late 60s with other lyrics written by Mogol. And 1 lira, even in those days, really was nothing. You couldn't buy anything with 1 lira. It's like saying for 1 cent. I will put some pictures of old liras that I still keep in an album somewhere. I have 5 liras, 10 liras, 20 liras, but I never had a coin of 1 lira. Now, when we get to the translation part of this song, I will ask for your help in interpreting what the lyrics mean. And it was the words of this song to give it a kind of rebellious power for those years, and we're talking about the mid-60s. So about the lyrics of this song, the Wikipedia page in Italian says that the lyrics have as a protagonist a guy who is disappointed in love, nell'amore, in its ideals, nei suoi ideali. So much so that he affirms, tanto da affermare, di volerli vendere per 1 lira, that he is willing to sell his love and his ideals for 1 lira, as if they were worth nothing. To the potential buyer, al potenziale compratore, the protagonist suggests, il protagonista suggerisce, che basta ricordare di non amare. You just have to remember not to love. So according to the critics, this song is not a simple song about a lost love, but it expressed generational protest. Do you agree with this? And on to our translation. You will see the translation here, and some words will be highlighted in the lower portion of the screen. It starts with the title. The first line is the title, Per una lira, for 1 lira. So for nothing. Once again, the pronunciation, because I have been asked to dwell a little bit more on the pronunciation of the words. Per una lira. Second line, io vendo tutti I sogni miei. This is the present tense, simple present tense. Io vendo is I sell, but it could also be translated in I would sell or I could sell. Io vendo. Tutti means all. I sogni, the dreams. Miei, mine. So for 1 lira, I would sell or I could sell all my dreams. Vendo tutti I sogni miei. And then it repeats per una lira, for 1 lira. Ci metto sopra pure lei. Metto sopra. I put on top. Sopra is on or on top. So I put on top. Ci at the beginning is of it. So I could put on top of it. Pure means also. Pure. Lei is her or she. So for 1 lira, I could as well put her on top of my dreams that I could sell for that small amount of money. È un affare, sai. È un affare. It is un. Affare is business. We could sometimes translate affare as a bargain. So è un affare, sai. Sai is you know, and then it proceeds basta ricordare. Basta in this case means it is enough to. Ricordare is remember. So you just have to remember, or one has just to remember. Basta ricordare. It ends with di non amare. Non amare means not to love, and di goes with ricordare. Ricordare di means remember to do something, and remember not to do something is ricordare di non. So ricordare di non amare, you just have to remember not to love. Second verse, amico caro. Amico is friend, caro is dear. So dear friend, se c'è qualcosa che non va. C'è, there is, qualcosa, something or anything, che non va. Literally, something that non va doesn't go. So if there's anything wrong, se ho chiesto troppo, se if, ho chiesto, I have asked. Troppo is too much. Tu dammi pure la metà. Tu is you. Dammi is give me. Pure is you might as well also. So you might as well give me la metà. Literally it means la, the, metà is half. So if I have asked too much, you could as well give me half of it. Dammi pure la metà. And then è un affare sai, basta ricordare di non amare, just like the previous verse. Last verse is per una lira io vendo tutto ciò che ho. Per una lira, for 1 lira. Io vendo, literally, present simple, I sell, or also I could sell. Tutto, everything, all, che ho, that I have. So I could sell everything that I have. Vendo tutto ciò che ho. And then he repeats per una lira, for 1 lira. Io so che lei non dice no. Io so, I know. Che lei, that she, non dice, doesn't say, or in this case, won't say. No is no. And then it concludes by saying, ma se penso che, ma, but, se, if, penso, I think, ma se penso, but if I think, che, that, tu sei un buon amico, tu sei, you are, un buon, a good amico, friend, non te lo dico. Te lo dico is, lo dico is I say it, lo is it, dico is I say, te is to you, e non is don't. So I won't say it to you. Literally, I don't say it to you, or I won't say it to you, or I won't tell you. Non te lo dico. And then the very last line, meglio per te. Meglio is better, per is for, and te is you. Better for you. Meglio per te. So we have seen that the singer is willing to sell for a ridiculous amount of money all his dreams, so he has lost his appreciation for his own dreams, and also for the love of a beloved girl or woman. Ci metto sopra pure lei. I will put even her on top. My dreams and her, I'm ready to sell everything for just 1 cent, 1 lira. And it's just business, you know. We just have to remember not to be emotionally involved. Di non amare. And this maybe was the part which was so revolutionary back in the mid-60s, where all the Italian songs that came before had love as a universal and almost untouchable value. And here we see that romantic relationship can lose a bit of their universal value and sort of untouchable values that they had before that moment in the Italian song. So what do you think these words mean? Why do you think they were so disruptive in the mid-60s? You can tell me in the comments below.
Per una lira io vendo tutti i sogni miei. Per una lira ci metto sopra pure lei. È un affare, sai, basta ricordare di non amare, di non amare. Amico caro, se c'è qualcosa che non va, se ho chiesto troppo, tu dammi pure la metà. È un affare, sai, basta ricordare di non amare, di non amare, no, 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 no. Per una lira io vendo tutto ciò che ho. Per una lira io so che lei non dice no, ma se penso che tu sei un buon amico, non te lo dico, meglio per te, meglio per te, meglio per te, meglio per te, meglio per te.
So if you like this video, put a thumb up, pollice su mi piace. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. If you're feeling particularly generous, you can buy me an espresso on coffee. Links in the description below. Don't forget to offer your interpretation of this song in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next of LIS, Learn Italian Songs, Learn Italian with Songs. Arrivederci.